We are going with the Fluconazole treatment, and I'm going to start to mix that now. I just wanted to get the tank on video so I can kind of see what it's like, and I'll take some pictures as well. So you can see I still cannot get the chrysophytes off my sand bed. Even though I mix it up and I siphon it out, it comes right back. And it's like the UV is not having any effect. So it's been what, like almost 2 weeks. So I did do 7 days of hydrogen dosing as well. No effect whatsoever. There were some other threads on Reef to Reef that show there were no effects with hydrogen as well on Chrysos. So just going in closer here, we can kind of see the buildup on the rocks again. And it's very immediate growth back. Like I can, there's good flow and everything, and I can blow these guys off, or I can suck them out and they're back the next day. So that, and then of course I do have some Bryopsis growing in here. They've got that fern-like structure I have to pull off. So that is something I'm gonna, hopefully the Fluconazole is going to treat as well. This is the Tampa Bay live rock. And that's where, that is my guess where the stuff came from, because that's where when it started. As I go back into my records, unfortunately. But I'm gonna use that rock as my basis. My nutrients are really good right now. Let's go over here. I'm gonna be checking this anemone here. I'm gonna go ahead and utilize this. There's 10 capsules in here. And what I'm gonna do is basically utilize 19 capsules. I have 187 gallons of water, and I'll just do the 19 capsules and let this thing run for the 3 weeks, and then do a 30% water change at that point. I'll have my skimmer off. And it doesn't say anything about UV, so I think UV is okay. Turn off skimmer for the first 3 days. Doesn't say anything about the UV system. So that, I don't know, maybe I should turn the UV off. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll do some checking, but I'll go ahead and start to dissolve this into this container of water. And let's just see what these look like. Okay. Basically, standard pill. What does that say on there? Reef HD. Okay. This is the tank right now, so I probably won't get to this probably until later this afternoon, but we'll see how this affects everything. Torch coral is really big right here. We'll see if it affects him. The anemone, my toadstool is very sensitive to changes, it seems. I'll see what happens with the stylo and then the Jason Fox flame. I don't know, but these will be my signals. This rock here and the live rock back there, to see if it affects the algae and if it affects the actual Chrysos that are all over the place. I'll leave the reef mat running to collect all the stuff off the, out of the water column that dies off. And I've already removed my macroalgae, so yeah. I'm hoping this works. Yeah, we'll just see what happens. All right, so I emptied out all the capsules of the Fluconazole tablets from the Reef Flux bottles. These are what I got right here. And I have them in here. Put some tank water in there. There's a little piece of
one of the capsules cracked on me while I was squeezing it, so I got to fish that out. But I'm gonna let that mix in there for a little bit, and then so I'll mix this up, and then that's gonna be it. But what I'm gonna do, I went ahead and used all 20 of the tablets. I have 187 gallons of total water volume, and I figured instead of using 19, I'll do 20, a slight overdose, but it's not so much. I feel like it's might as well try it and get as much of this into the system and working as quickly as possible. Well, here's something nobody tells you about the Reef Flux tablet that has the Fluconazole in it. Well, what I did, I emptied all the tablets into a container, right? I used this container initially. Well, what was surprising was that when I just had all the powder down at the bottom, and then I poured some aquarium water into it, you know what it did? It solidified at the bottom. Like it got really hard, almost like a calcium precipitate. And so that was really weird. So I put it on my mixer that I got here for mixing all for Reef. You can kind of see I broke it up as much as I could. And do you see that? It's still clumps. So I'm gonna try to keep mixing it for the next hour or so. What I should have done, and probably what most people should do, is actually have the salt water in the container, and then if you have a mixer like this, that's awesome. Then you can just like slowly pour it in and it'll mix it. Or just, pour it one cap, mix it up really good, put the next cap, mix it up really good. And that was not on the directions. So yeah, so you can see how like it's still not really dissolving. And I added a lot more aquarium water. So we'll have to see how that goes. That's about 400 mils of aquarium water right now, and at 10 tablets. Yeah, so I just threw my plastic beaker on there. The heater's not on, it's just the mixer with a magnet. And we'll see if this dissolves. But yeah, surprising. I did not hear about this sort of hardening of the powder once it touches the aquarium water. So definitely important to mix it and dissolve it for sure.